Hey PJs, welcome back to another review. Today I'm reviewing Snoop slimes. It's been a while since I've reviewed them. Again, it's another shop that is kind of difficult to buy from because they sell it within a few minutes and it's just so stressful. I swear. There has been like a big boom with people buying slimes, which makes me super happy because seeing the slime community blow back up is incredible, but it's also making me stressed because obviously part of my job is buying slimes from slime shops, and if they all sell out within a few minutes, it just gets extremely stressful. It's kind of fun, but I have a heart attack like every time I purchase. Besides the slimes, I got these two squishies and their bag of extras, which included their business card, which is actually a fairly big business card. Most of the ones that I see nowadays, including my owners, is just like a tiny little square, but I understand it being big because there are so many things that you could tell people about slime, so you can't really fit it in a tiny little card. And they also sent borax, which isn't labeled. Of course, I always recommend labeling it. And here are the slimes that I purchased. They're all 6 ounces that come in these screw top white lid containers with their slime shop logo on the top and the slime name on the side. This first slime is called Space Milk. It is a white, thick and glossy base scented sugar cookie dough. It also comes with a 1 ounce space syrup to add to the top, a cow charm, moo charm, and a yellow star and moon sprinkle mix. So already off the bat, I have to apologize because I don't know what the heck happened with this slime, but I have less footage on this one than I really wanted. For some reason, halfway through the recording, it kind of flipped on me, and every time I hit don't record, like to pause and like take notes and things like that, it would record. So I just had like tons of footage of me just sitting there. You could hear like little scribble notes in the background as I'm writing down my notes. I seriously don't know what happened because every time I looked at it, I'd click it and it would turn into like a little circle instead of like the 2 lines for pause, like if you know what I'm talking about. So like you don't see the mixing, you don't see anything super interesting. I'm so sorry. I swear it was recording. It even showed that it was recording. I don't know what the heck happened, but I did my best to compile some pieces of what I recorded together without it looking terrible, but this is all I got and I'm so sorry. And obviously I'm on borrowed time here because I don't have nearly as much to talk this time, and I talk like all the time and I barely leave time for ASMR, so I'm gonna have to talk even faster. But the base is very thick, like it said, not super stretchy. That's just something that you kind of have to deal with thick and glossy slimes, but it is very thick and glossy, and I'm cool with the not stretchy because, it's thick and whatever. It's also slightly bouncy, which I really like. I don't know why, because it was like that before I even added the space syrup on top. It just I don't really know what was going on there, but I do like it. I like when slimes have a slight bounce to them because I just find it really cute. Once the 1 ounce was mixed in, it did become slightly stretchier, not too much, but definitely more than it was before. I also love the jelly cubes. It gave it a slight texture difference, not too much, just a little bit in there as you stretch it. And of course it changed the color to a very, very light purple. The scent definitely reminds me of that generic sweet scent that a lot of people used back when slime wasn't like a huge deal and there wasn't a lot of scents out there. It just smells very nostalgic to me. Anyways, I'm running out of time. This slime was really good for bubble pops. It inflated really nicely. No tackiness. 5 out of 5 pajamas. The second slime I'm reviewing is Jumbo Marshmallow Fluff. It is a light blue, described as soft and sizzly slime base, scented like marshmallow, and it comes with a jumbo pastel marshmallow clay. And now that I'm on to this next slime, I feel like I can actually breathe and slow down on my words because, oh my goodness, I talked so much on that last one, but I was missing a minute of footage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, as someone who likes to describe things and like just, take an easy route and just like flow into whatever I'm talking about, a minute is a long time to lose, and I just had to just keep going because I wanted to talk about so many things and I just didn't have the time. So with this one, I get to slow down. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal, but the base definitely isn't sizzly as described. It is soft and creamy and holdable, spreadable, all those good things, but it definitely isn't sizzly. Honestly, I'm just being like very nitpicky on that one. It's not even nitpicky. It's just something that I just wanted to mention. I thought it was interesting because when the clay marshmallow is fully mixed in, it does become super sizzly. So the base isn't sizzly as described, but the end result is, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting. I don't know. Speaking about the clay marshmallow, it is adorable. Did you guys see that color hue on it? Like, it is perfectly ombre together, and I love pastel slimes, and there's not a lot of pastel slimes, either that or maybe I just don't review them that often or find them or whatever, but it is adorable, especially mixed with the sky blue base. It just looks so good, and surprisingly, I didn't think it would change the color, but it does a little bit, and I knew that, like, as soon as I looked at the footage, I was like, you know, I'm probably gonna sound like a crazy woman, but I swear it changes it slightly towards green. It's still blue, but it has like the tiniest tint of green, and I swear it's there, and it probably doesn't look like it, and it doesn't look like it to me on camera, but I promise it's there. It changed a little bit, and I still think the color is gorgeous. I also love the end result texture. A lot of slimes that I've been trying lately that have clay, as I've mentioned before, have usually like thinner, jigglier bases, so the end result is more of like an inflating bubble poppy type of butter or clay slime, but this one in particular definitely feels like the original butter slimes, where it's very soft and spreadable and holdable, just like, you know, how butter slimes were made, because, you know, they spread like butter. So that's definitely what this one feels like, and it's very nostalgic for me. I think I need to buy more of these because I used to not like them very much. I just didn't like that they didn't have a lot of like texture to them, you know, it's like too smooth, but I really enjoyed this one. To me, the scent was too light. I could definitely smell the clay, but what I could smell smelled really good, really similar to Space Milk, but I still love that scent. This slime also gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. Last but not least, this is Pink Taiyaki ice cream. It is a light pink buttery base scented red velvet cake. It comes with a taiyaki, flour, and strawberry clay, a 1-ounce cream slime, and Pocky, bear cookie, and taiyaki ice cream charms. This slime started off interesting for me. As soon as I poked it, it felt rubbery and slippery, and I was a little scared, but I held faith. It kind of felt like maybe the scent had leaked out, you know, that's just kind of like that slippery feeling it gives, but I didn't feel any scent oil. So I'm thinking it was maybe the clay that they used, and I'll explain in a little bit why I think I'm right. And like, I've messed with clay like this before, and that's not why I think I'm right. I'll talk about it, but it was no problem. Once I mixed it together and everything, it was fine. I really enjoyed putting this slime together. There were so many different components to add to the slime, which I really enjoyed. I love the intricate DIYs. Even if it's not DIY clays or anything, I just love putting so many things on the slime. It just makes me really happy. And I'm not really one to put slimes together like really well or anything. I've had my good moments and I've had my really bad moments. And this one actually looked pretty good in my opinion. And like, they were really generous with everything. They sent 3 clays and 3 charms, and the charms are so beautiful. I am just obsessed with this one. Like, I saw it on my Instagram feed, and this is just one of those ones I've told you guys about. I just saw it and I was like, you know what, that's mine now, because I really want it. Once everything was mixed together, it turned into a gorgeous Barbie pink color. It is so pretty and it really reminds me of Barbies. I don't know if I'm right that it looks like Barbie pink, but it definitely looks like a lot of the Barbie pink stuff I had when I was a kid. I was one of those people that was just obsessed with my Barbies, okay? They came with me into the tub. They went with me when I went outside to go in the pool. They did backflips, and their hair got messed up, and some of them were like super frizzy, and I got really angry when their legs wouldn't split the right way. So like, Barbies can do like this, you know, they can do splits, right? But they couldn't do it like sideways. They did it front and back, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know, I was one of those people that just forced them to go sideways, and then the Barbie leg would kind of snap off. You know, they snap back in, or at least the ones I had did, but I get so mad at that. But I am getting way too off of what I'm trying to say. So anyways, that was the full like 50-second description of the color. The texture definitely turned into something that reminds me of a bread slime, which was like the quickest and fastest going trend for the slime community, but it was one of my favorite textures because it was very inflatable. It's got instant snow in it, non-tacky, things like that. That's what this one feels like. This slime was described as having a red velvet cake scent, and personally, I would say it smells like what you add to red velvet cake. It smells exactly like cream cheese frosting, not artificial or anything. It smells exactly like it, and it makes my mouth water. And going 3 for 3, this slime also gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. With that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see from me. I know I do reviews like 90% of the time, but the other 10% that I don't for whatever reason, do let me know what I should do, because I am open for ideas. But now I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.